Welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I begin my new session by going into this door that is over here. And it might lead me into a back way into this place. I hope not. I want to explore more first. Tab was the thing. Yeah. No, it doesn't. An empty tube of solemn magnesium supplement. Yeah. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere? Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points to the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's absolutely another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path to the local kids use. Ah, okay, so this is the secret way. Get out of the way or get fucked up. Weird pig's head, it looks mummified. So we could go back way into the harbor here. Another day. I want to change on the rest of the left part of the city first. We still can't go to the upper place of this here, can we? How do we get there? Oh. Double click. Where does he try to go? What have I missed here? Okay, this is that. Okay. How is standing on the armor? Did we ask that guy yet? Ah, yeah, we did. Okay. And call tomorrow again. Ah, that was the other door up there, wasn't it? Did I try that? Or not? Ah, that was locked. Okay. Then try that another time. We're already at 20 o'clock. Have we paid our rent yet? Find money for rent and pay guard. Yes. Also, I'm apologizing if I change my voice for Kim every... Wait. There, working class drunk. You know this man. You know what this means, right? Case solved. Who's Dick Muller now? I am. Cracked it. All in a good day's work. Wait, what did I crack exactly? What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. It's her husband, the missing husband. Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class man, protect and serve recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though? But he is missing. You heard her, the worry in her voice. Give me champagne, I'm going in. There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman that you found what you found right now. Okay. Shit ain't nothing to me. Okay. There's something down there. Oh, wait. Is perception. The musty smell of a potato cellar and spring emanates from the air vent. Have I missed a part of the cellar? That's why they give it to me? Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband. Goddamn, I already told you my husband isn't missing. But you said you didn't know where he was. And I especially added that I didn't need to know where he was. Well, I found him nevertheless. I'm Dick Muller. Very well then, where is he? There. Excuse me? I don't follow. There's something else hiding in her voice though, a trace of worry. I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be yours. Right, cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what? Remember about that what, never say what. What? You are right, I do have an alcoholic husband, although not that one. But you told me your husband's alright. I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic. So is he missing as well? No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Jamrock or somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for, well, to hell with him. She has completely forgotten about her books, staring blank into the distance instead. There, she's worried now. Don't worry, I'm going to find him and bring him back home. Promise. She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face. Alright, go ahead. Do you have any questions? What does he look like? She eyes you from head to toe, honestly not that different from you. Like a late-stage alcoholic then. That's one way to put it, yes, no offense. I would also add that he's a little bit chubby. I see, what else? Dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn, I made it myself. She sighs. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change. I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it? Well, if that jacket's really that cool, then I can totally understand. Well, what can you do? I know why he isn't throwing it away, because you made it for him. Well, what can you do? I hope that at last that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold. She's thinking about him out in the cold in some park on the coast, and it's making her more and more worried. When did you last see him? Yesterday morning. He went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'll walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with this addiction. It just makes me feel weak. Gone for around 36 hours then? Then this is a missing persons case. Yes, it is. I think I got it. Thanks. You're going to look for him? She genuinely wants you to now. Don't make her ask. Yes, I will bring him back home to you. Thank you, please do, even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that. She tries to maintain a brave front, even though her eyes reveal the opposite. I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57 Kim Kitsuragi know? He gives her a slip of paper. The woman takes it. It's a phone number. I will, of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing. Let's talk about your husband. Nothing else. Okay. Find working class husband. And I made myself a new case. Did we? Yeah, we already did that. Let's look around this corner. Haven't been here yet. Ah. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Okay, this direction. Backyard wall. This is the wall on the side of an apartment building. Why am I looking at this wall? In the dimming light, some things become clearer. Okay, I'm thinking about something that was here before it was erased. 8%. Nope. I have no clue, it's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their pan peeling. I think I will get an extra bonus for coming back sometime. Real and magnesium.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out?
No way would you even say that. Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all. Okay, that was the girl. And we have this, a garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Pears and tape is eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. And, oh, we get an orange bum head for reaction speed and minus rhetoric, but I have my good head that gives me encyclopedia and another fat. Can we see that from here? No. Can we see that from here? Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. And we have these barrels are half full of rainwater. Okay. That's where we will come out. And we can take this rectangle bearing jacket of an RCM officer. Okay. Door's closed. This door will be closed too, won't it? See that, a balcony with a view to the art and the hanging. That smoke up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Smoke on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. One moment, I have to do something. I'm recognizing that the voiceover is still more quiet than the damn UI. That's okay. Problem is, like, if I'm picking up Real, it's like max volume all of a sudden, instead of what I'm setting it to. And it's weird, and it fucks up my audio in editing. No trouble from me, I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go, this could be your witness. The balcony has a great view over the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Alright, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name? My name is Martin Martinez. That's definitely not his real name. It's not your real name. No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well. Every sound captured and reflected back. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I would even go so far as to say the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away? We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us. Where were you last Sunday? Oh, you already asked me that, didn't you? Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching? Did you? No, not you two, some more muscular type. The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman? Last week? I don't know, look. He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the windowsills and dead houseplants, too late to do them any good. It will take more than rain to bring this place back to life. You didn't answer the questions. What were you doing last Sunday? I had a friend over. What kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. A Sunday friend? How intriguing. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with a cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent. Alright, we talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of a cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Convince him to stay. With a suggestion check, with a real good chance. Do it? Yes. This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depth of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding. When he speaks again, his voice is soft and deliberate. I'm sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for. With a flick of his wrists, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail. But hold, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers as though gesturing toward a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign. Good luck with the investigation. He walks away. It's pending like he's walking away, and then he isn't walking away. Okay. He's gone. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. Could we just give up? He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign, did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment. Great, let's do that. His stone. A stone like any other, lying in a wall of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. A key to the apartment building. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. This must be from the front door. For the front door, pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. The building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them. How are we going to find the right one? We just have to go in and see. So now I'm doing the voice to similar. I have to come up with a new voice every time. Ask around for his apartment number. It's reaction speed, but I have encyclopedia. That's better. And I also like my cloak. I don't remember where I got it, but empathy and hand-eye coordination is better than esprit de corps. Especially hand-eye coordination, that is, will let me shoot stuff. Okay, we'll enter that building in a minute. Want to check the rest of it. In another dumpster. There's a girl up her. Did she spill the paint? Hey, up here, piggo. I'm ignoring her. Inside the frame of a motorcycle and repair the tools used to disassemble it. Capeside Apartments, and the other is Rue de Saint-Ghislain to Roundabout North. So we are on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. What's that? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. And there's a boat over here. First we have to loot this for more magnesium. We have 6 now. We need more Nosafat, so. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A, which is this building, I assume. And then we have this here. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. Yes, it is. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Yeah, I suppose that's right. So we could talk to that person or that person up there. First off, I want to try something weird, which is put the primer in here, and yeah, it changes the color. Can take it out. The signal blue naval coat. This is a signal blue naval coat, which gives plus suggestion but minus half-life. This classic, because of its official poise, but it's eye-cap. This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you, and if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back, even if moths have left a few holes in it. Great! My idea completely worked out. Great! If I ever find situations like these again, with maybe the door down there and stuff. I'll have to try that again. Yeah, you better keep walking. No. You wanted to talk to me, so now you're talking.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? He nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring. That Ozon whore. Someone's gonna keep an eye on her. Ozon is an archipelago 2 days travel away from Revachol. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez. Ah, that's a rich person. A rich person to help me get a reality lowdown. Who is she? Probably the White Pines rat? We should talk to her. He nods in her direction. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative. While telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know. Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. He really thinks it's a ploy? Throwing her off is our best bet. Good idea, piggies. Run along now, fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to his own. What are you doing on the wall? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aerograffito visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. So, you don't know what to write? Have you ever tried your hand at graffito? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff like "Pigs go home" and "Mona was here." We rarely see pigs around here, though. Just union cats, and my name's not Mona, so... She wants it to be something true and total. Why are you so committed to defacing the building? This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. I have an opinion on this. Wanna hear it? Yeah? Actually, I don't have an opinion. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. She means the opposite. You've lessened her desire to deface the building. And I did what I could do to help the public. Great. Do you know anything about the recent murder? I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there's a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fuggo. So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Isn't armor art? Art for the body? Alright, said Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in a fishing village run around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, there's a place, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there. No, that's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it. Or weakness for police officers, miss. He makes a note in his notebook. Thank you either way. Catch you later. Watch your back, Undulate. You've got eyes on you. little girl in the fishing village, but we can't go to the fishing village yet. But we can go there tomorrow. And that's what I'm doing tomorrow. After exploring everything else I have access to. Then we're going first to the south and then to the harbor. Maybe other way around. I mean, this is the White Pine sales ref, so... Shadows on the water, green plants under the calm surface. Joyce Messier. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of a sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
Here's a normal voice. How do I make a normal woman voice? I have no idea.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Maybe going towards arrogant voice. Okay. She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Leighton. My maiden name.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Ah. Relax, she meant it in jest. I like her already. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual, but I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice, mischief even. This is a tactic.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get her on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful. So I have to be weird. You're on a boat? Why, yes, I am. She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overboard. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Of course there are. We are on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? There's a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it's playful. Wait, we are on an archipelago? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol. We aren't. The city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here. I haven't seen anyone else drive a scooped-up Cuprous Canina motor carriage either. Actually, the lieutenant becomes defensive. That motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It's not a toy. Neither is this. The woman pats the cabin top. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich? Yes, I do. Before I do it, it would be most pertinent to ask other questions, gather more info on this boat of hers. Does she have a name? The boat? No. It is called Cordelate 19, because that's the type of sloop it is. The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Okay, how about Cordelate 19? Why? She taps on the side of the boat and makes a hollow sound. Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelate, and its hull is 19 paces long. How about the sleek fish? What? Because it's sleek and fish-like. I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you. Okay, but what kind of boat is it? It's a pleasure craft. The 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing, though these days I mainly use it for business. How do you like it? My sloop? I like it a lot. Her lips curl into a wry smile. It's the ears hips, baby. Yes, I've never heard that expression. Is that a... I will just suppose that's not a real expression, or it's a very old expression. Like an old British expression. Might make sense with the eel in it. I have no idea. I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we are investigating. I really do. The lieutenant thinks. She's thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her. You have a license for this boat. Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator. The crowns of her teeth are porcelain white as the bow's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license, Sly Fox. You're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this. Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on. Oh my, the E-word. You mean to say it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption, that I'm a member of the ruling class? Class what time? Symbol of our subjugation to... No, I'm not going the fascist way. Yes, exactly. Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator? He doesn't look like he thinks you're the best in single combat. Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A? 33A, this old proletarian haunt here? She waves at the ruin looming overhead. As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social strata. I know about the revolution, and I know it's the ears hears. 42%. Reaction speed challenge. Right quick. I failed. It's gonna happen. Okay. Something is about to happen. In here, of course, nothing happens for quite a while. They will come from ahead, the arguments, as they do. The thoughts happen inside his brain, the lieutenant explains. Wave your hand next to your head, it will help. It doesn't. Keep waving your hands slowly. My, it's as if there was a tiny spinner on the side of his head and he's reading thoughts out. Except he isn't. The lieutenant is satisfied with where this is going. A thought is kind of going to come out of my head and into my mouth, and I will say it. Keep doing it. Lieutenant, I truly don't understand what is happening here. I told you his methods are unconventional. I got a morale. I lost morale. I swear to God I'm usually sharp. I don't know what happened, why I'm not killing it. Your marbles on glass, dear, don't worry. What the fuck were we talking about anyway? It was quite a while ago, but I think, yes, we were discussing my fast, large, ineluctable middle-class boat. Can we do it again? No. Okay. I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Okay. We have a mid thing. Hey, psst, says Rhetoric. Who, me? Yes, you. Word on the streets is you are ready to start building communism again. How comes there's word on the street? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs, that kind of stuff. Alright, that sounds... I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. Oh yes, you mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it, you're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamp of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that, so tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down it? What's wait, first, what's this communism even about? Pay him. It's about failure. Failure? Yes, abject failure, total irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers on the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive, 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class, towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers, million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few... I came against my mic, I'm sorry. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs. Roll up your sleeves further and breathe in the pristine air. Masovian social economists. Okay, I've now for like... It's this weird thing in the... This. Genau. Yeah, I'm communist now. I've surpassed the thing where I get communist. I'm sorry, I'm superstar. I'm boring. So 4 is the thing. So we have to reach 4 in a couple... Apocalypse, fascist and ultra-liberal to reach that. I also reached honor and good cop, bad cop. Okay, that's that. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago, a fever that shook the world never to return again. They were right until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes and Krasmasov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. I have to do some of these. Let's do 2 of these, so we have still a skill point and a slot left. We have also the superstar cop or the regular law official. First, make it absolutely clear, no one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C. Strikes a lioness pose with a my kind of way. You're not Guillaume Leon or Davy Davis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Or we can do regular law official. Okay, so it looks like you've got a bit of the normal in you, a touch of the regular, 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all the cops. You said that some pretty boring things back there, and now you have 2 choices. You can either leave it behind, forget about it, or you can try to utilize your normalcy. Internalize it, get a touch of vanilla back in your herring-flavored egg, and licorice ice cream off your mind. And we also did this, which gave me moralist dialogue options here 1 morale, and we increased key learning caps for volition and logic. So, okay, from here I know that it isn't worth it to take the other the other thing here. Sorry, cop. You are one sorry piece of shit. That was the sorry cop thing. So that's with superstar and regular. Here's something at a learning cap increase. So none of those are worth the points. good to have checked that. That's another thing. An antagonist to opioid receptors. That's a new one. I already unlocked that one, so we have to use this one now. Okay. And another point goes into something here, like Inland Empire. Or 1 point into endurance to give me a health point. Let's do that. Let's return to the talk with her. That took some time.
You're back.
Okay.
Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, that would take a long time, the reality lowdown. Let's do that now. You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. This reality? She pulls her hood closer around her neck. Yes, reality is your side case, an experimental side case. The aim is to gain a deeper understanding. That's true. I'm conducting a personal investigation. By learning about the world, I hope to learn more about myself. A sort of spiritual quest? Something of ancient Ilmaran origin? There's more than a trace of irony in the voice. Actually, that's not why I need to lure down. Yes, why don't you tell Mrs. Messier what you told me? He gives you a slight nudge on his head, apparently enjoying himself. I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective. My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They are really one and the same. Are they now? A deep sin to this, she nods. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead, ask. That's the reality lowdown thing here. Okay. Wow. Okay. Where are we? We're in Martinez, baby. Baby? A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. I'm a disco holdover myself. Ha, she smiles, aren't we all? She refers to your corresponding ages. And what is Martinez? Martinez is a district of Revachol. She looks around, her green raincoat flapping in the wind. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 in Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say, forgotten, even shelled to smithereens during the revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. Tell me more about... You mentioned the sea. What sea is this? It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol, and the bay feeds into the ocean. Are we near the ocean? Yes, we are on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic. Known to the early Revacholians as Le Immensités Bleu. The blue immensities. Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight. What's the name of this island? Caillou, as you might know. Imagine a pebble, a smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea. Misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river. Aspirants. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary. It's clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large. Tell me more about Martinez. I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shake. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets. You were here as a teenager? Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not. Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city. What kind of city is Revachol? The great kind. As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact. What makes Revachol great? History detective. They built the city to resolve history, our part in it at least. Our centuries. Who built this city? The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenin and Ilmara, depending on your creed. When was Revachol built? In the Dolorian century, 380 years ago. And why will it resolve history? They say it is where the terrible questions of our time will be answered, the tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts, ideological conflicts, the stuff of man. Why here? We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Oceans. The world's connective tissue, it's where the money is. So we are in an unimportant place, part of an important place. I think it's fair to say so, Martinez is about. She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise. A sparkle of lights on the horizon like evening stars above the curvature of the planet. 22 kilometers from the center of the world, that soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insurcom, Coalition Government Insulinian Mission Command. Look to the sea. Silence. She lowers her head. The water, the light, it's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There's no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it. Where are we? Jamais vu. Okay. We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately. She watches you closely as you scan the horizon. Jamais vu, is that the opposite of a déjà vu? Maybe. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you? Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown. This has been informative, thank you ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am? Absolutely, my commitment here is long-term. You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later. It's better not to eat all your candy at once. Indeed, I'm always at your service. Wow. That was a lot to take in. Keep asking Joyce questions about reality or return later. She'll be here whenever you need the info. Okay, that's that. And we got Jamais vu. No temporary thing. The Revachol Special Administrative Region, Le Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trouvant, the Aprico Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corner, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. Internalize. That seems really important. And now I have no skill points left. Okay. So, we will be ending this episode here. We'll be continuing tomorrow with our talk to the White Pines rep. See you then. Have a nice day.